Hey everybody, it's Whitney. Today we are going to make some porcupine meatballs. The special thing about this is my go-to recipe when I don't have a lot of time to do dinner and my kids really want my attention, especially around dinner time. So this is something I can put together. It's quick, it's cheap, it's easy, and I get everything from my pantry. Perfect pantry raid. Okay, so what we're going to do first is we're going to gather our ingredients. I have just a pound of hamburger meat, and then I'm going to be using just some beef flavored rice mix. You would use about a half a box with the whole beef flavored packet. So the first thing I'm going to do is just pour this rice. I had half of a box left because this is my second time using it. So I'm going to kind of knead this in to my meat. Get it all distributed in there very nicely. And this is a perfect meal for my family. It's quick, it's easy, and I can get 2 meals out of it. Once you get your rice worked in there nice and good, you can go ahead and add your beef flavored packet. You're going to add the whole thing. Give it a good mix. I use my hands because it's a lot faster to work it in and it seems to work a little better, but whatever works for you. It's smelling great already. Okay, now that we have our meat mixture formed, I'm going to start making some small meatballs. You can make them any size you want, but I make them a little smaller because I have 2 toddlers. And also because then I can get more than 1 meal out of these. So I'm just going to roll these small balls and stick them on the pan. And then we will bake them off in the oven at 425 degrees until they are nice and brown. And the reason we are doing that is to get the grease off of these so that when we put them in our gravy in the oven, we do not get any grease in our gravy. Okay, so our next step is to put our gravy together. I just have here 3 cups of hot water from the tap, and I'm going to add 2 brown gravy packets to it. Usually the brown gravy is 1 cup water to every 1 packet, but I use an extra cup of water because we have that rice in our meatballs and it needs to be cooked up. The reason I don't make my gravy on the stovetop and get it thick at first is because we are going to be putting it in the oven, and when we put it in the oven, the starch from the rice and everything is going to really help to thicken this up, and it basically just cooks itself. So then we'll take our 3 cups of our gravy, we'll pour it in our casserole dish, and we'll just set our meatballs in here, making sure that they are all covered by the gravy. And once all of our meatballs are in here, we're going to cover this and put it in a 425 degree oven for about 30 minutes, maybe up to 45 depending on how these cook for you. And once or twice during our cooking cycle, if you want to take them out, give the gravy and the meatballs a little stir just to make sure they're all being evenly heated and the rice can cook properly, and it will really drastically cut your cook time. So then we're just going to cover this and put it in the oven. We'll be right back. Alright everybody, it's been about 45 minutes, and as you can see, the meatballs are done. You'll see that the rice has cooked very nicely, and we usually serve these with potatoes. We use the gravy and everything, so we're not doing any waste. And then some sort of side dish. So I hope you enjoy these porcupine meatballs as much as my family does. So from my kitchen to yours, thank you for tuning in and have a great day.